Right.
Want to hear
about
all the complaining.
The injury occurred on my left hand.
Yeah.
I kept practicing with my right hand while in the cast, and then when I got out of the cast, I got pain on both sides, even though this hand had kept playing.
Yeah. Okay. Is there a particular skill that gives you trouble? Like, is it scales? Is it chords? Or it doesn't?
Pretty much anything that involves my hands. However, there are things that are worse. Big chordal passages are not as comfortable.
Okay. Playing loud?
Playing loud is not. Playing softer is better. Softer and slower. But things where I can keep my hand a little bit more closed.
How do we keep our hands feeling closed when we have big, distances and all of that? That's what it's all about. Because the hand should feel, even when it opens a little bit, there's something that is taking out the effort of that kind of stretching. You see, the hand feels good when it's like this. Walk around like that, it doesn't feel as good. That's already stretching. And when we put little kids over 5 keys, they're already stretched. So we have, the behavior has to be, where does the body feel comfortable? Okay, there must be another part that is doing the job to take away the causes for that stress. So I'll do what I can, okay? And the reason I asked also about, is it in forte playing, more than piano playing, because how do we get power is also such a major cause of problems. You could have a good technique, but when you start going for power, you go at it in the wrong way, so because something happens. So you see the hands feeling closed, feel good, right? Okay, so most people don't feel it because we are so fingery. And again, the role of the fingers is very, very important, but not in that way. They lead. I mean, that's our connection to the instrument. Mm-hmm. So all I said, so I would use things like no finger, let the forearm put the key down. And she would begin to feel the connection. And if she doesn't, I'll go further. Do it again. Very good. How's that? And you know what is interesting? And make sure that the third is not stretching ahead. Yeah, it may look almost like a double bit. Do it again. Is that even stronger? That doesn't sound like a weak finger. Now what changed is that she's connected to the forearm. So most of those pains and weaknesses, and even break, I don't even have to fix the break. So sometimes when someone has broken knuckles, I don't start with the broken knuckles, I start with feeling connected. It's like this is the motor that runs the car. That's the inside. Most of what happens in the universe we don't see. We see the flower, we see the tree, but we don't see the roots, we don't see, what's underneath the earth. We don't see most of the things we don't see. We don't see the inside of our body. We build machines to see more and more. And there's always more. So do it once more. Okay, so that's how you do it. Let the forearm, put the finger down. Right, and it's not such work. You're still working hard. Let it just fall down. Yeah. No, don't hold here. It's like one motion, except when you walk. Yeah. That's right. How's that? So that's when you get the power. That's how you get power also. That's how, the moment you interfere, you have to in a way get out of the way to do those things. Not with your emotions, not with your body, just to let it come down. Really good. And then you have to watch. The wrist job is to connect the hand and the forearm. It doesn't have a job on its own. Can't isolate. It's a focal. So it has to be, just at the height that the person feels that it's the pipe, the two parts of the pipes are connected. Excellent. You want to try on the fifth? Same thing. Yeah, like we did before. And again, the body a tiny bit forward, not a feeling that it's falling back. Just a little bit forward, yeah. Don't prepare. You can miss. Just let the forearm put the key down. Good. Just to stand a little bit here. How's that?
I saw that it was a little bit.
It fell a little bit. What you want to feel is that this is behind. That it's not falling away. I cannot determine. I can see more or less what is the right height, but the person has to feel the connection. Because that's when the right height happens. It can look a little bit different from person to person. The important thing, it can look beautiful and feel terrible. I can tell you that. You know, so one motion. Yeah. How's that?
I think it was closer, but I
Yeah.
still felt a little bit.
Yeah, because you went too fast. Just let it come down. Yeah, easy. Let the forearm. Don't try to produce a big sound. How's that?
I still feel like I'm letting it drop just a little
Yeah.
bit before
Okay,
it.
I'm going to hold you. Do it again. And you don't have to do it from far up. Close. From close. How's that? Yeah, this is dropping a little bit. Yeah. Do it again. How's that?
It's more.
More of a feeling to be on top. Do it again. How's that?
It's,
Still a little bit broken here. Yeah.
I feel like there's something that I'm holding.
So let me ask you something. When you do the fourth finger, now you do it well, right? Do it again. How's that? This feels good. Okay, now you have to do a brain trick. You have to go and think I'm going to the fourth finger. That was not a good finger before either, you know. And just happen to, you know, land here. Just think you go to the fourth. Yeah. How's that?
I think it was better, although I feel like I sort of tried it a little
That
bit.
it's still hard to feel a little bit that you're on top. Yeah. Do it again. How's that?
I think that's
A little bit better, yeah. So this is on the right track. I will get the connection, try it on the third finger, just to get the feeling, you know, that you connected on other fingers. But again, you see, you're ready for war. It's just one little key. That's all. How's that?
I felt better on my fourth finger, weirdly enough.
Okay, think, you know something, did you have to try to hold this up, this knuckle?
There have been times when I tried to do that, yes.
That's part of the problem, because, you know, trying to hold this up creates a problem. You can't, it has to be where it is. How you were born, it is where it is. I want you to think, I don't want you to, nothing here. Concentrate a little bit more in the middle knuckle. Yeah, we should not hold it up. Yeah, just feel like I'm coming, the palm is part of the coming down, the palm and the forearm. So forget about this. How's that?
Better.
Better. So this could be the problem for this knuckle. You know, and that's what and then don't fall back, do it again. You want to be, yeah. How's that? So this is how it would work until each finger feels good and balanced. And the arm, you see, can come down, but fall back a little bit. We as teachers, we ask questions all the time. You know? If this is coming from here, maybe it's very common to hold the knuckles up. I don't know why the third in particular, like, was it all the third somewhere in particular? And that can create pain. Yeah. So all of those things, they don't come free. The symptoms that we get have to do with something that is happening here. Yeah. Try it again. Again. Simple. Yeah. And not even all of that, just straight down. Right. That's nice. It felt more like it was coming from here. And just make sure that you're not like that. Yeah. That you're right there. In other words, when we go to the piano, our body has to be related to that activity. The same way if we go and we turn around, you know, it's wherever it is, the body goes with us. Otherwise, we create twisting. You know, there could be problems here. Try the second finger. It's too much. You're just putting the key down. Yeah. And let the forearm put it down. How's that? You see, the moment I say forearm, the forearm begins to feel freer. Another thing that helps is looking here. Yeah, again. Right. And there's been a lot of wrist relaxation, right? Is it conscious or just something that you've done a lot? I would say that that's one, I hate to say it because, you know, you have a good teacher and everything, but it's one of the greatest cripplers, is breaking that wrist. And the interesting thing is it's so much in our teaching that when, you know, people play and they look like that, other people say, well, it looks stiff. When it looks right, we think it's wrong. And go and relax your wrist. That's what we're told. Because the people who come did it right. And they're told to relax the wrist, you know. Just stand, yeah. It's like relaxing, walking, and the knee relaxes. What happens? You fall. You know? Something not good. I mean, we are how we are. That's how we move. Yeah. Do it again. Right. Not really direct. Right. But your whole body is involved in it. It's just a form. That's it. Her whole body is involved, right? Going up, going down, the whole body is involved. The body just sits there. It has to be here, here, there. That's its job. That's it. This is what's happening. Do it again. That's it. And that makes it much easier, right? When the body is not involved. The body doesn't play the piano. I hate to tell you, because I was told the stomach, you play from your stomach, you play from your body. I didn't know what it meant, but I just thought, okay, you know, I'll figure it in my stomach. And my stomach got tight. And the interesting thing is that to this day, because I feel music like most of you very, very deeply, I still, when I play, sometimes unaware, my stomach is, tightening because of the direction of the music, and it tightens the body. Any tightness here, tightens the body. So how do we get all the effects? So that's the next chapter.